Let's take a look at XRP and its damn triangle. It's still flirting with it. So let's go take a look. We've been covering this for quite a while. On my recent XRP analyses, the analysis correctly almost got this to the T, right? I did not anticipate it coming back in and necessarily using it as support because those analyses did not expect Bitcoin to have a 5% move in one day. So now I will go back, I will zoom into the micro timeframes and start letting you know, hey, this is what a breakdown will look like at what specific level and how price will move on the small candles. And I will establish when I would flip bearish and when I would flip try to trade bullish. But right now, just from the look of it, it doesn't look like there's a lot of edge either way. So trading XRP right now is, in this exact moment, it looks like a no trade zone to me. All right, so I want to let you know when I think that you would have an edge, specific points, and what price would look like. All right, so let's zoom into this bad boy. Yeah, I don't think there's much of an edge either way. This really could do. I would go ahead and do this. I wouldn't. So one breakdown pattern it could form comes all the way down here, but I wouldn't be looking for, shorts at that point because I think it would bounce from there. Because a lot of people, a lot of people are going to be looking at that line. I mean, pretty much anybody, algos, whoever, are going to be able to identify this trend line. So therefore, because it'll likely bounce here, shorting a breakdown of this triangle right when it happens is, well, could that be tradable? That's trade. I mean, just don't expect much more in a 2% move. Okay, I guess you could do it. That is tradable, but not a lot of reward. But you'd have a clear profit-taking target at least. So I wouldn't use this as my continuation on flipping midterm bullish to try to get a bigger move than 2%. Rather, I would wait for this to happen before I flip bearish, and then I would wait for a rejection from here. But it won't just come up and get rejected if this were to happen. It would likely come over here, make a lower high to this, maybe even taking out this high. Honestly, that's probably going to happen. I think that's probable at this point. Take out this high, and I would then wait. So I'm still not bearish. I would wait to be bearish till something like that. So around this point here is when I would be bearish. I would wait for failure pattern, then rejection, or sometimes it's reversed. Sometimes you get rejection, failure pattern, then rejection, right? And that, or just rejection, failure, and then it goes straight down. And that makes it harder to short, which rejection, failure patterns are a little tougher to short because at that exact moment, you don't know if it's recovering or not, right? You can't tell till it's a little farther down. Makes it a little tougher. But I would wait till this is used as a rejection, and I would not. So when price got here, though, with the idea that it does bounce, if it ends up bouncing from here or bouncing from here, it doesn't matter. Once it gets above these wick highs from October 25th and October 27th, kind of like what some people might be calling left and right shoulders, whatever, pattern traders, but those two areas, I would not be assuming lower high as long as, if Bitcoin is still strong. If Bitcoin and SPX are going up when this happens, I wouldn't even be considering this to happen, to be in play. Like this wouldn't be probable at all, right? So this is under the conditions that Bitcoin and SPX, the analysis that I've covered today on Thursday, October 27th, aligned with down movement. I could still see XRP doing something to this effect in the conditions that we are on lower high watch for Bitcoin as well. But if we're not on lower high watch for Bitcoin per my Bitcoin video today, then I would expect it to keep going from here, right? Maybe a pullback and then go. But the main point of this is, even if it breaks down from here, I wouldn't be bearish. Unless Bitcoin's like tanking, but it's not. It's not right now, right? I would expect this to be, honestly, I think this could potentially be a decent entry. Not financial advice. These are my opinions. What you do with my opinions is up to you. And I'm not involved with it. But me personally, I would still be long at this point. I would be, midterm time frame long now. Maybe micro time frame short because it's lower highs, lower lows on micro. But midterm time frame, like trying to get bigger than 2% moves, I would still be bullish at that point until a rejection from this triangle happened. And so until this point, and the second condition to be bearish, if it gets trapped under here, doesn't touch this and just uses, so just go like this actually. It didn't quite work. But same idea, it uses this as resistance. That's a second possibility. I think the market would have to have a big turnaround on Friday. So this would be a red week, a red closure on SPX. So this situation won't happen unless SPX closes red on Friday. So if SPX closes red, you would probably be looking for this for short, right? Okay, so just because it's going to break down here, main point, it doesn't mean be short quite yet. Because it's perfectly, honestly, without the triangle, it's perfectly bullish still. I mean, go to the, look, low, higher low. You don't have a higher high yet, so you're in a no trend. But the daily has higher lows. And if it came all the way down to this point, it still has higher lows, as long as it bounced and closed slightly higher than this. Making sense? So the daily structure is still in shape right there. Zooming out. And then when price should accelerate to the upside. So if you're a person who likes to trade more with momentum, which honestly, I am leaning more and more that way in this bear market. I don't like to try to trade. I don't like to try to catch the higher low as much as it's happening. I like to wait till it bounces and then has a higher low pullback after the higher, like the second little bounce. But anyway, trading to the upside, if you're not a fan of that type of stuff, you just have mental rules. You can't trade long until it's above here. I think price will start accelerating to the upside once these wicks are taken out. And that's when the momentum would really increase right here. Breaking above this area here for your momentum to the upside plate, 47.2 cents. And then you have the clear profit taking point of the top of the triangle, but that's a whole 5 1/3% move way up here. Around 40, just that shy of 50 cents. And so that is XRP up and down. And right now for me, it's a no trade zone. Too bearish on the micro to want to try to long that. But not bearish enough for me to want to short it because it's likely going to bounce here. All right, there we go.